What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense in a bunch formation. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Forced out of the pocket. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Rifles it down the middle. He's got it for a big play. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Here's the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year, that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Under fire. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Noles. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Wants to throw on first down. Took a shot as he threw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. Gets away from one, finds room. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
As a head coach, you You love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
He leaves it with his back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's White. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
And the Noles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Temple. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To throw, it's Simpson. Good timing on the quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bernard. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Alabama with a fresh set of downs to open the period. Takes a snap, wants to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
After the misconnection, it's second down. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the right. Picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Have it back, they'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he turning it on, picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Lucas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Takes a shot. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, showing some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
It'll be first and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give is to Miller. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Really good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys, too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected.
He's loose. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll run it. It's Miller. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ball State opened up a can. And how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of the MAC should take notice. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. It's complete to the left. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this secondary.
Just keep slinging it. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in, looking for space. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Bernard. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to swing it on second down. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking to throw at Simpson. Snagged in the middle. It's Cuevas. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Bernard. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. That's caught. It's Horton. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Rolls onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second. Oh, he wants it all. Holds it in on the left. Open spaces. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown tie. And they turn it into a defensive score.
How about the middle linebacker making a great play? Drops in his zone, eyes on the quarterback. He sees the quarterback throw the football, breaks on it perfectly, steps in front, and takes it all the way to the house.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Might be calling a hot route. On the run, it's Lucas. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Noles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Balls and fired complete. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
To the air, it's Castellanos. The short hands, it's Ocha. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense, because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to the ground. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Pocket breaking down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
It is loud in here as they try to help them get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take... Got too anxious.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Caught over the middle. It's White. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. The give out of the gun. Fights off the defender.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Fires to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And so a huge gain is negated by an illegal forward pass. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll return it from the 50. And he loses the football on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
As a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
it.